Hey everyone, it's Sarah from Whirl.
And I'm Kristen from Rage Against the Minivan.
And we are dishing on Downton Abbey. This is episode 7.
Yes.
The finale.
The finale, except that then there's the Christmas special next week, but it's not Christmas because we're watching it in the US.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense.
It's kind of not the finale.
Kind of fast. I feel like this went by fast.
It did.
Right?
It always does, though.
Yeah.
It's such a short little, it's like more of a mini-series than a TV show.
It totally is a mini-series. Okay, so let's get started here. So the finale. So we start off with Mr. Drew is going to manage the
farmer.
Which is good because he seems like a good guy.
He does.
I think I like him.
And Edith is eyeing him to maybe be the decoy for her baby.
The baby decoy.
Which is kind of awkward.
She's kind of thinking about that, but I guess Rosamund pretty much convinced her to go to Switzerland, have the baby, and give the baby up for adoption.
Which is probably a better plan.
I guess it's a better plan, but...
Well, it buys her more time in case Gregson materializes.
Where the hell is Gregson? This is just... whatever. Germany. Okay, so Cora is getting ready for the big bazaar. Like, that's kind of like the flurry of this last finale. Everyone's getting ready for this bazaar.
Which made it a fun episode, I felt, because the parties and bazaars.
Parties and the flurry always make it good.
Yeah.
Keep it fast moving.
Mm-hmm.
So they show her getting all ready, and then...
and Robert's still gone.
Robert's still gone in America.
And
right?
Yeah, he's in America.
Okay. And then, we had a little conversation between Tom and Isabel where she suggests him possibly running for office.
Which I love that idea. I love that. I wish he would.
Yeah. That would be a great move.
I know. I don't want him to go to America.
I don't want him to go to America, and it just makes sense.
Yeah.
And maybe he'll end up being like some like politician that fights for reform and
well, and I feel like a politician is a nice medium, between chauffeur and the upper house. There's always been that massive kind of class striation, and a politician is kind of in the middle. I would assume in that society. But
I think he'd be perfect for that.
Yeah, I do too.
So maybe that will happen.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Anna finally tells Mary about Green.
Mm-hmm. And Mary's pissed.
She's pissed and she wants to tell Gillingham.
Mm-hmm.
And Anna's like, please don't do that. I just want this to be over with.
Because she's afraid that Bates is going to do something crazy, which, we'll get to that.
Yeah, so so Mary, something's going to happen. Mary's going to go off on that business.
Okay, so Mosley and Baxter, is there a little flirtation there?
I think, and it's cute.
They're kindred spirits.
Yeah, they're like they really seem to understand each other, and it's a really sweet, soft friendship.
And I love the way that she's just like to Thomas, just like, yeah, we're done. Like, back off.
Thomas has not played much of a part this season. You see him pop in with his little evil ways, but there hasn't been much of a storyline with Thomas.
For him or Cora, really. They've just been kind of peripheral.
Totally. What up? Alfred sends a letter proposing to Ivy.
Yeah. Alfred. Wrong girl.
And plus, she is not, Alfred.
I know.
He and Daisy are so perfect for each other because they both are so naive and just like...
I still don't understand why he doesn't like Daisy. She's a cute girl.
Oh, yeah.
And she likes him.
Right.
But of course he likes the girl that doesn't.
Of course. I mean, such is life. And so he proposes to her in a letter. That's weird. So Bates is figuring out about Green. I mean, he's just like, every time there's something, he's like, he knows what's going on. Something is going to go down. This is scary, right? Which we find out later.
Okay, so Tom sees Rose
and Jack Ross.
Together. Okay, he tattles on them.
I thought that was weird.
It
was very un-Tom-like.
I know. I mean, maybe we're not understanding the context and he did that for their safety, but I was really disappointed that he felt the need to tell and kind of, push the movement forward to put an end to it.
Yeah. Maybe it's just coming from like a big brother kind of stance for her since she's kind of in the house now, and he maybe feels like a connection, like she's a part of the family and he's just worried for her. Because really think about it. We know she doesn't make good decisions. And so maybe he's coming from a place of, I just don't want her to get hurt.
But then Mary, again, disappointingly, also inserts herself.
Puts the kibosh on it.
Goes and visits him.
Yeah.
Convinces him not to marry her.
Right.
Yeah, that was...
And then tells her, it's done. And, Rose is just like, no way, I will not let you do this. But, of course, that's going to end.
Yeah.
that's gonna end.
That
Well, it
was
does
a
pretty
bummer.
much. So Tom had a lot of play in this episode. So he's kind of talking with this Sarah Bunting,
Who's cute.
the teacher.
And they met at a political rally.
Right.
They have that in common. She's smart. So that's
Yeah, and he
like
runs
to be a
into her
good
when her
match.
car is broken
Yes,
down, right? And
yes.
he fixes it, and she
Uh-huh.
does use a valet and everything. So
and they
that was
had a
kinda
cute little banter. I thought.
yeah, like they are very like-minded.
Yeah.
They have the same interests, so that's good. Okay, so let's
So
see.
Gillingham shows up for the bazaar, announces he's broken off his engagement.
Right, and then Mary's like, well, that's great and all, but I'm not on the market. Oh my god.
Oh, I was so sad you were engaged, but you're not anymore.
The one tear is now
Yeah.
over, I don't care, is materialized into so sorry. So, she's not on the market. What else? Isabel and like Lord Merton.
Yeah, Isabel has a suitor.
She kind of has a suitor. They're kind of talking, but you know how Isabel is. She doesn't ever really seem interested in men,
No.
but she is showing a little bit, like she's a little bit nervous around him. So I'm feeling like maybe she does feel like some sort of connection. Like you can just tell when they're
Yeah.
talking, something's gonna happen. You know?
I still wanted to see her and the doctor together.
Oh yeah.
Remember
Dr.
when he like,
Clarkson.
tried to talk to her about that, and then you couldn't
Yes,
figure out
and
if
she
she
shut
was.
him down.
Well, was she shutting him down, or did it just go over her head? It was hard to tell.
I would hope she's smarter than that
I
and
guess.
more observant than that. But we'll see what happens with her and Lord Merton. So then Edith and Rosamond go to talk to Violet about
And Violet
the pregnancy.
somehow already knows.
She's just like, girl, I knew that was the case. And she offers to pay for her to go to Switzerland.
Which, again, seems like a good solution.
Yeah, so off to Switzerland you go. Goodbye, Edith. So let's see. Mary convinces Gillingham to fire Green
Yes, good.
without really telling him why.
Yes.
But he wants to know why. But she's
Uh-huh.
like, just do it for me. And of course, he'll do anything for her because
And he
wants
said
to
he
marry
never
her.
liked him. He said something
Yeah,
to that effect.
yeah.
Yeah.
So he's gonna get rid of him. Okay, so then we go to the bazaar,
Uh-huh.
and everyone's all having a good time, and they show Jimmy's like sipping some alcohol or whatever, some punch. Edith and Violet have that little exchange.
That really poignant conversation.
When
where-
Edith's like, I just feel like my life's destined to be negative, and Edith's just like, honey, life is a series of problems that you continually try to solve, and then you die.
Which was like kind of depressing and kind of liberating.
All right, well,
Kinda
it's
true.
kind of true.
Yeah.
So Green's dead. So Gillingham comes and is like, Green is dead.
And surprise, Bates was in London.
And he
Oh,
somehow
boy.
slipped and fell Piccadilly and died. But Bates was
This
in
is
London.
not gonna end
so
well for Bates.
I mean,
Self-control,
Bates-
Betty.
Self-control.
Already been in
man.
jail.
Dude, just But anyway, I mean, I can see how he would be infuriated, crazy,
Yeah.
love stricken, whatever.
And Anna was right. She
Yeah.
didn't want him to know for this very
For this very reason.
and
She
that is
doesn't
what
want him to
happened.
get in trouble. So who knows what's going to happen with that.
Yeah.
Blake shows up and pretty much
Oh.
tells Mary that he wants to be with her.
Yeah.
And she's kind of like, what the what?
So she's got two guys like,
Yeah, it is a love triangle.
and I'm kind of torn on.
I like Blake.
I like Blake too, but Lord Gillingham is kind of, I don't know, like her
Yeah, you're right. He is like her.
and very cute.
He is cute. What else happened? Oh, Daisy has a picnic with Mr. Mason.
What a sweet guy.
And he always offers her such words of wisdom. And he's pretty much telling her about Alfred. Don't let a friendship fail because of all this. And so she ends up, making him a basket, and they amend, and they part as friends.
Yes.
Which was very, very sweet.
very
So
sweet.
that was it, right?
That was it. Yeah, we're just kind of left
Finale.
hanging with the little love triangle, and Mary saying she wants none of it, and
We'll see what happens at the Christmas special.